These fears are not for children. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. The Insomniac Spider-Man series is the Spider-Man, or the Arkham trilogy is the Batman, giving us a fresh, fully fledged AAA modern day Spider-Man experience. And these games I really love, including the second one, even though that has a lot of plot holes in it. How these games aren't perfect, whether it's, well, Mary Jane's always annoying, so no surprise there. Half the Sinister Six being killed off screen unceremoniously in the sequel, or Venom acting more like Noel than he does Venom and not having a split persona. But one of the fan favorite / most controversial characters, and one of the biggest fuck ups of this series, has to unfortunately be Felicia Sarah Hardy, better known as Black Cat. So you've been on the channel for a bit, you know that Black Cat and Venom are my favorite Spider-Man characters, aside from Peter, Miles, and Gwen, obviously. And so many people do not get Felicia at all. So many just think that she's just a thief with big fat titties who loves money, nothing else. But, like with Catwoman, she is so much more than that. Not only that, but in the comics, she has improved as a character, yet for some reason, fans and these fucking adaptations just do not get her at all. It's only just the superficial stuff. And unfortunately, this is the mainstream Black Cat, and this just further has like all the issues I have. So, in the State of Never Sleeps DLC for the first game back in 2018, Peter Parker meets up with an already established Felicia Hardy. Put a pin in this is a problem. Who had been his ex-girlfriend and a notorious thief in New York City for many years. Just like in the comics, she used to be Spider-Man's ex-girlfriend, but Peter broke up with her because of, well, her money addiction and her causing trouble. Like in the comics, Felicia is a sexy femme fatale who is a thrill seeker that aims to, one, collect as much money as she can to survive in the corrupt environment in New York, and B, have as much fun as she can while checking them on Spy from time to time. So, on paper, this is an accurate Felicia Hardy. You know, she's Spider-Man's ex-girlfriend, she loves money, she's super duper sexy. You know, they got like the basics down, like any other version. However, just like literally any Felicia adaptation aside from the anime series, the characterization and the actions are way the fuck off. Now, I don't mind adaptations changing stuff, as long as it's better or at least not worse than the original. How the problem with this, Web of Shadows, and Edge of Time, or Shadow Dimensions, whatever it was called, is that Felicia in the comics was an already good character who was improved, but then they turned her into a piece of shit, only using the superficial stuff. So let's go over her motive. Get rich quick. That's it. That's all she's trying to fucking do. Here, all she wants to do is fucking steal. And, okay, look, I guess she's a cat burglar and whatnot. But, again, there's more to this than that. Every single Black Cat adaptation is literally just her wanting money, having huge titties, and stealing things. So, already her motive in this universe is super duper weak. It's just get rich quick. And not only that, but, like I say, literally all the stuff with Black Cat is just superficial. Really, it feels like niggas just look at pictures and corn of Black Cat, replace C with P, and that's what I'm talking about. Don't read none of her comics and just go, yeah, this is it. And when Felicia's not stealing stuff, she's either flirting with Spider-Man or making a million sex jokes. She has the same actress as she does in Marvel Rivals, same with Spider-Man, and okay, it's not as bad as Marvel Rivals, but in this and Marvel Rivals, every single Felicia scene is either sex, big fat titties, she loves money, sex joke, she loves money, sex joke, she loves money, sex joke, sex joke, sex joke, she has big fat titties and she's sexy. Get it? That's the joke, guys. That's the joke. That's all there is to her. She's just big titties, sex jokes, and loves money. That's it. That's all you fucking get. And every fucking iteration is so fucking annoying. Every single Black Cat video I make is literally just me repeating a broken record. And that's because it is. Every fucking iteration, like, literally has the same goddamn problem. Just sex joke, sex joke, sex joke, money, 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 like, that's it. You don't even get the sense that, like, she and Peter really used to be teammates. It feels like she's just a regular thief, and Peter, being the simp that he is over here gooning and simping for her. Like, there was a comic tie-in called Spider-Man, The Black Cat Strikes Back, based off The City Never Sleeps. It's a retelling where, like, Peter's at Felicia's apartment, he fucks her, and then he goes to the living room, sees all the stolen stuff, and then he just leaves her, gives her no time of day, and then that's the only backstory we get. In the comics, Black Cat was, bad touch by her ex-boyfriend back when she was a teenager in high school. She also has a deep connection with her father, Walter Hardy, who was the original cat burglar, and he inspired her to never settle for anything than the best, and she trained to become like him. And in her first appearance, she tried to break her father out of prison so he could die peacefully at home with her and her mother. Walter Hardy does exist in this universe, however, you don't get anything with Felicia or her dad. Because again, the games don't explore her. You don't get anything of Felicia at all before she became the Black Cat. You don't get no flashback, not even in this. Like, even in both this and the comic, she is always just Black Cat. So, you don't get nothing from Felicia's perspective of what her life was like before she put on the suit. You don't get nothing at all. There's no, like, tragedy, no nothing. And then, the fucking missed opportunity to make her and Peter parents. In the game, Black Cat says that Hammerhead kidnapped her son, and Peter spends the whole game worried that he got Black Cat pregnant and that she has a baby with him that he doesn't know about. And like the whole game is like she doesn't really answer him. He's like worried, sick, but he really wants to be a father because at the end of the day he still loves Felicia. But at the end, no, it turns out she lied to him so he can help her steal a disc from Hammerhead. Now, at the end of the game, she does apologize and she does give him the disc because she was going to turn it into him anyways. So many fans hate her for this, like how they hate her for when she was scared of Peter without his mask when they first met. But one, when they first met, Black Cat had to go through her redemption arc and she was scared of men because she got bad touch by her ex-boyfriend who was a man. So Peter had to teach her how to trust others again. And here she needed Peter to complete a job. Again, I still hate her writing, but fans harp on her for like these two reasons alone, and they happened years ago and she's been better since. But despite the missed potential and the other disappointment, maybe the sequel can make it better. No, it doesn't. First off, she has no screen time. She only appears in this game for like 8 minutes. She steals Doctor Strange's wand, and we do get some cool horror effects with her. And then she does interact with Miles, but it's just a missed opportunity, just like with her and Peter having a kid. Because Miles and Felicia don't really have any chemistry or anything like that. Miles calls her selfish, and then Felicia, like, tells him that she's doing this because her girlfriend's in Paris. People got mad at this because Felicia was apparently woke or whatever, but if you actually read the comics, Felicia is in fact a bisexual character. She's a sex enthusiast, so it makes sense in my eyes. Plus, it's not like it damages her character or anything like that. The real problem is that we really don't know anything about this girlfriend. We don't even have her fucking name. Her name! That's how little Felicia is explored into this series. We don't get nothing of her aside from big titties, loves money, Peter's ex-girlfriend, and makes a million sex jokes. Miles helps her get to Paris, and then he takes the scroll back, and then we don't see Felicia ever again. I just want a good Black Cat adaptation again. I just want a Felicia that loves that is still her, but still down to earth. I want a Felicia with a good relationship with Peter, because we get Mary Jane all the time. It is so old and stale. Why not make something new? You can still have her be fun. You can still have her be attractive. But please, give her depth, because there is much more than this. Yeah, she's attractive. The portal hopping is cool. But that's not enough to get this Felicia something to say on her own. So in the end, from a scale of 1 to 10, this Felicia unfortunately gets a 3.